It's March 11th, 1983, and the film is 10 to Midnight, a film that Roger Ebert called a slimy little dumpster of a film. And I'm not going to say that I disagree with him. This was an exploitative piece of garbage, but I love it. I think it had that cool J. Lee Thompson style.
Mr. Crittenton, that's with 2 T's. Tell you exactly how I did it, with a straight-edge razor. When I catch him breaking the Lord's commandments, that's what I do. I rip him with the razor. You gonna stick me in jail, huh? Huh?
Not today, Nestor. We're full up today. Come back next week.
Stupid flatfoot. Never tell you nothing again. No wonder you never catch nobody.
And he said very early on, I don't care about critics. I want to make movies for my fans. They're the ones that buy the tickets. So he knew what the people wanted.
Well, there's another one by this guy, Jay Scott, that I really enjoyed. And I think it really sums up the film, and maybe we can kind of like come to an agreement here. It says the movie 10 to Midnight gives you 2 genres for the price of one. You get the reactionary vigilantism of Death Wish combined with the slice and dice misogyny of low-grade horror films, the kind in which virginal female bodies are systematically bared to allow unobstructed ingress to knives and other instruments of brutality. A weirdo jackpot.
Oh boy. I'll say this movie is way more poetic than a twit like Robert Ebert could really take in or fathom. And I think the opening proves it. I mean, it's right off the bat, man. I mean, Bronson's there. He looks disgusted that he even has to type out whatever form he's filling out. And it's just
that old typewriter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's man. You hear every little click, clack, click, click, clack, click.
But I swear, I mean, that's kind of how the audience has felt all week, just trying to get through the work week and make it to the theater and see some fucking Charles Bronson.
I'm a mean, selfish son of a bitch. I know you want a story, but I want a killer, and what I want comes first.
It's kind of not well known, but it's known that the movie was loosely based on Richard Speck, who killed nursing students back in, I believe, the 60s.
I think it was 8, wasn't it? Didn't he kill 8?
I believe he killed 8, yeah.
I thought you were going to hit us with one of the Norm Macdonald lines where he kind of describe the killer and say, he's a real jerk.
Yeah, he did. I loved when he used to do that. Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald.
What do you notice about the M.O., Leo?
That girl that was killed last Christmas Eve, Lorraine Partridge?
Right. Same.
Well, Captain Malone and I hold the theory that the boy was incidental. That's obviously the girl the killer was after. We just had the misfortune to be with her.
Misfortune?
There's no evidence of forcible entry.
I could have told you that,
On the basis of what?
Well, if anybody does something like this, his knife has got to be his penis.
You got the first kill. Yeah. I love that scene because it's that 80s hunk getting ready to go out on a date scene with the music and the blow dryer and the abs. But he's a scumbag who's about to go out and kill somebody. And there's no sympathy. There's no sympathy for the character at all. And he was told by the director to play it that way because that audience had to hate him for that ending to be the way it was. But we don't want to jump to that. But
it's disconcerting because what you've just watched, you're thinking, okay, well, we kind of know where we've seen stuff like this before. Travolta and Saturday Night Fever and the blow dryer, getting ready. He's putting, this character he's got the parts, but they're not put together right.
Tina? Say hi to Warren Stacy. Hi, Warren. How are you? Fine. Thank you, Tina. Hot buttered popcorn?
Would you mind sitting somewhere else?
No, indeed. Wouldn't mind at all. I'd rather sit here.
But I thought he did a really good job of showing the difference between his character being creepy on purpose So like the girls would recognize him and see him and like clock that he was there and like help his alibi.
Right.
And like just being generally a creepy person other than that.
It sounded like he really put a lot of thought into that role. Like he was talking about how the director gave him free will to do whatever he wanted with the character, as long as he didn't give it the character any sympathy from the audience or whatever.
I see you keep yourself informed.
Not often someone you know personally gets murdered. What's that?
This is Betty's diary.
But she kept what you might call a graphic record of her experiences.
Good looking, but what a creep. Makes my skin crawl. I told him to get lost. Creep called me up again. Creep asked me to the office picnic. I said I had a date. He said I was lying. That made me mad. I said I wouldn't go with him if he was the last man alive. You know who that is? I'll give you a hint. You.
This is exactly. I think this is where we need to explain exactly what Warren does when he kills. He is completely naked to commit murder.
Whose idea was that, you think? He wanted all the girls in the cast to see him naked so he would feel comfortable on set, supposedly. So he would walk around in a bathrobe and open it and expose himself and walk into rooms naked and expose himself to the actresses. And Lisa Eilbacher told this story on Johnny Carson. She was not having any of it, and she would not look at it. And he insisted she looked at it, his dong. And because she wouldn't look at it, he walked into one scene or walked into a room and opened his bathrobe and had a red ribbon tied around it. And he said that this was because he wouldn't be able to perform like do the role unless he was totally comfortable. And that's the only way he would be totally comfortable, if all the girls looked at it.
Mm. But did when Gene saw this on Johnny Carson, did he sit in his back in his did he hop up from his easy chair and say, "She's lying"?
Excuse me.
I'm talking to my client. Do you mind?
Well, I have something more for you to talk about. We found some blood on your client's clothing. We're going to rebook a murder one.
What?
See you at the arraignment.
You dirty shit! He's lying. There was no blood on my clothes, and he knows it. You dirty shit! He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. No!
10 to Midnight will always be linked to the Al Pacino movie Cruising.
Oh yeah, we have to discuss that.
Yeah. And in that universe of these movies, even though one's New York and one's LA, they're still kind of grimy and gritty, and very much on the streets, like of the same time. And yeah, that Gene is pretty much in our world, in our universe. He was the same guy, even though he's playing two different parts, he's still himself.
I feel like I knew he meant business when he showed up with that giant knife and started stabbing people. Like
I wasn't sold yet. I wasn't.
Yeah, you still thought he was just kind of half stepping at that point?
Basically, every time we see him kill somebody, he is in the worst place for his feet.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Running on asphalt, running on like cold linoleum. Like,
yeah, I'm surprised.
None of this is good.
I'm surprised like Adidas or somebody didn't come up with like an ad campaign based off of that. Like, because a lot of those kills would have been so much more comfortable if he'd had a nice pair of sneakers on.
I can't be here all night, so we'll go right into the fact that he goes into the man's bathroom, finds some kind of sex toy under the sink. And
something along the lines of like the anal intruder from Top Secret.
Yeah. Yes, it looks like a giant like teapot / blow dryer. And he takes it, but you don't see it under his jacket or anything. There's no way he could have snuck it out of there without it like protruding out of his shirt or whatever. So he brings it out during a questioning, and he says, "You know what this is for? It's for jacking off."
Warren, do you recognize this?
Leo,
What's
knock
that,
it off.
Warren? You ever see one of these before? What's it used for? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? It's for jacking off, isn't it?
But I don't agree. If jacking off makes you a serial killer, then I'm Richard Ramirez.
For full episodes and more Bronson bite-sized fun, please subscribe to YouTube, Spotify, and wherever fine pods are cast.